Australia was once an isolated continent, isolated from the far side, sparsely populated, harsh climate, and limited development opportunities. But today, Australia is counted among the richest, most stable, and high standard of living in the world. What happened that this ocean-bound country became an economic powerhouse in a matter of decades with the power of resources and opportunities? What made it one of the world's largest exporters of resources such as iron ore, coal, and natural gas? So, let's start this Australia's strong, balanced, and inspiring journey and know how it became one of the most successful countries in the world. Chapter 1: Historical Background and Colonization. Australia's early economic story begins with the formation of a British colony in 1788. At that time, the tribal people here were dependent on hunting and forest resources. Initially, it was a penal-based colony, so economic growth was very slow. But in the early 19th century, when the government started giving land to the people, farming and animal husbandry began to develop. Europeans promoted the industry of horticulture and wool here, as the southwest and southeastern areas of Australia were very suitable for sheep farming. Gradually, private property rights were also established, putting the colonial economy on a strong foundation. Chapter 2: The Golden Mission and Early Prosperity. The major change in Australia's economy came in 1851, when gold was discovered in Victoria. Due to this gold rush, the country began to develop rapidly, and a large number of people started coming here to settle. Between 1851 and 1861, Australia's population more than doubled. The city of Melbourne, in particular, developed very quickly, and in many respects even surpassed Sydney. Gold led to the development of cities, property prices, and a boom in trade. Simultaneously, exports of wool and agricultural products were boosted, further strengthening Australia's prosperity. Chapter 3: Agriculture and Animal Husbandry Expansion. From the mid-19th century, Australia's economy had become primarily based on farming and animal husbandry. Wool, especially from sheep farming, became the country's largest export, which was sent to countries such as the United Kingdom. By 1850, New South Wales was also ahead in cotton production. Despite economic fluctuations, wool and cotton exports continued unabated. Wool was the most precious export in the beginning, but gold replaced it in the 1870s. During this time, the government encouraged people to cultivate and dairy farming on new lands by giving subsidies. Exports of wheat, sugar, and meat also grew rapidly in the early 20th century due to new crop varieties, refrigeration techniques, and irrigation projects, further strengthening Australia's economy. Chapter 4: Post-World War II Development and Welfare. After the Second World War, Australia took a rapid path of development and focused on improving the standard of living of people along with industries. At this time, a policy of increasing the population was adopted under the slogan "Populate or Perish," in which a large number of migrants came to the country. Between 1946 and 1960, the population grew at a rate of about 2.7% each year. The government invested heavily in sectors such as health, education, and housing, making people's lives much better than before. During this time, welfare policies were implemented, which continued to support people even during the time of unemployment and economic downturn. This strong social and economic system continued to help keep Australia stable and prosperous until the 1970s. Chapter 5: Economic Policies and Institutional Reforms. In the 1970s and 80s, Australia underwent a series of major reforms to further strengthen its economy. In 1983, the government left the Australian dollar on free float and lifted restrictions on the movement of foreign capital, making the economy more resilient and strong. This was followed in the 1990s by tax reform, opening up financial markets and reducing barriers to trade, which increased competition. The government increased transparency in institutions and strengthened law and order, which boosted investor confidence. The protection of private property rights and a strong justice system also supported economic growth. Due to all these reforms, Australia's economy remained stable and the impact of the global recession was also reduced. Chapter 6: Immigration, Human Capital and Services. Australia paid special attention to attracting skilled people from abroad to strengthen its economy. After independence, immigrants from Europe and later from many countries of Asia gave new strength to fields like education, medicine, engineering, and agriculture. These people brought with them new ideas, skills, and business thinking, which further strengthened the human capital of the country. Today, education, financial services, and tourism are major contributors to Australia's economy. Its world-class universities and strong financial institutions also put it ahead in the service sector. At the same time, the export of technical services and education has made the economy more diversified and stable. Chapter 7: Natural Resources and Mining. A major basis of Australia's economic strength is its natural resources, such as coal, iron ore, and gas. The increase in private investment in the mining sector in the 1980s led to an acceleration in the production of these resources. Especially after 2000, there was a huge boom in the export of iron ore and liquefied natural gas. By 2023, Australia had become the world's 5th largest coal producer and 2nd largest coal exporter. In addition, it is also among the leading countries in the world in the production of natural gas and is counted among the top countries in LNG exports. The ever-increasing global demand for these resources multiplied Australia's GDP and export earnings, further strengthening the country's economy. Chapter 8: Business and External Relations. Australia's business has changed significantly over time. Initially, the United Kingdom was its largest trading partner, but from the mid-20th century, trade with Asian countries began to grow rapidly. China's rapid economic growth, in particular, greatly increased Australia's demand for resources such as iron ore, coal, and LNG. Gradually, Australia's exports shifted away from traditional products such as wool to high-value minerals and energy resources. The high prices of these resources in the global market further strengthened the prosperity of the country. In addition, Australia has also had strong political and security ties with the United States, the UK, and Asian countries, which have played a crucial role in maintaining its economic stability. Chapter 9: Environmental Challenges and Diversification. Australia has faced many environmental challenges due to its over-reliance on natural resources. Climate change and frequent droughts have affected agriculture, while fluctuations in demand for things like coal also destabilize export earnings. To combat these problems, the government is now promoting renewable sources, such as solar and wind energy, and investing in new technologies. At the same time, efforts are being made to make the economy more balanced by strengthening the tourism and service sectors so that dependence on minerals can be reduced. The government is also working towards including tribal communities in economic schemes, although progress is still being made slowly. Going forward, reducing dependence on major trading partners like China and achieving sustainable growth by reducing carbon emissions will remain a major challenge for Australia. Chapter 10: Conclusion. Behind Australia's economic success are the natural resources it has, timely policy reforms, skilled human resources, and strong institutions. Gold and mineral wealth made the country move rapidly in the beginning, while later good policies and innovation kept this growth steady. While the future may present challenges such as climate change, global trade fluctuations, and increased competition, Australia's sustainable development policies and focus on new technologies will keep it strong. For this reason, the country will continue to be a prosperous and high-income economy in the times to come. If you enjoyed this enlightening journey, don't forget to like and subscribe to the video.